there's always a lot of information to take on, and sitting there for 2 hours, you don't always take everything in. Is there stuff to take home, or is there any homework that needs to be done?
Well, firstly, we keep away from the word homework. Homework and role plays, we keep away from those words. But yes, there are helpful tips and activities to do during the week. In specifically the parenting courses that we facilitate, often those home activities tie in really nicely with your week anyway. So it's when you're having conversations with your tamariki, when you're supporting them through big emotions, just some great things to keep in mind to try out during that week. It's certainly not a 2,000 word essay. It's great home activities that actually fit into your week and will empower you to have, just try those during the week.
Wonderful.
Yeah, because also the more that you can sort of utilise some of the things that we're talking about on the programs, then you're going to be able to see how they're working and become more familiar with them, and it's practicing.
Yeah.
So instead of just learning and hearing, we're wanting you to really take it away and roll with it and run with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And is there any opportunity to speak with tutors or anybody in between sessions? So if I had a difficult situation that I'd got some advice on, and I hadn't quite nailed the technique or taken on what you'd said, can I contact anybody in between?
Yeah, we have all the whānau that attend the course I'm running at the moment. I have their contact details, they have mine, so if there's things that crop up during the week, then absolutely. There's been times where we've just might be a bit of advice over text, or can I have a call, and as long as that can be arranged and fit in, then it's a really nice opportunity to get that extra help. But if it is turning into something that it sounds like you'd really benefit from this service, or navigating onto things that would be helpful to make sure you're getting what you need. But
I think that we're all out there to help support parents, because we know it can be a tough job as well, and we want parents to get the most out of the programs so to be able to support them is really important to us.
And do you have many parents, or is it available to do like a refresher course if we've done it already?
Oh, look, even speaking from my personal experience, I've been facilitating tuning to kids for 5 years now, and every time I do that, I learn something else to add to my parenting journey, and not just from the content, but actually mainly from the great conversations that the parents have while we're talking. So I'd very much recommend looking into further courses in the future, even doing the course again, because sometimes you might do it with a different facilitator and get a different idea of things. And we know how the world is changing with technology, and I think continually looking at how can you upskill yourself to add some more tools to your journey by redoing a course or seeing what else is out there moving forward. Great idea. Absolutely.
Excellent. And do any of the children actually come along to the course, or is it just is it just for the parents?
Just for the parents.
Yeah. So we can't bring the kids, but can we bring grandparents or aunties or uncles?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really important that they do, because they're able to support the children, and that's what we're after really. And the programs that we run are a communication style. I think it's about getting away from parenting, a course, and it's how do we communicate, and that's the biggest thing that we're wanting. How do we communicate with each other? And so that's what we're looking at to support our tamariki.